Hey, this is our Carpool movie review with Andy,
John.
and we're doing the Blackkklansman today.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great film too, man. A lot of these, almost all of these films that they choose are very good.
Yeah, no, I really
enjoy this movie. Yeah,
Like, I was like a 2 hour, almost 2 hours and 30 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
movie, but it did not feel that long.
Yeah, runtime was long, but it didn't feel that long.
Yeah, it was.
It was good.
Enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Very informative. Very.
Very
heavy. I think.
Persuasive.
Persuasive. Yeah.
I think the movie trying to guide people in a certain direction.
And expose in a way.
Yeah, a lot of exposure to.
Yeah.
I was very surprised that David Duke was an actual person. Like, they used his actual name in the film.
Yeah, actually, I thought this was a really like a fictional movie, but
it was based on a true story. I knew that.
Yeah.
But I thought they would have, created the characters and kind of, Hollywoodize the film. But there were
Hollywood antagonist.
Yeah, exactly.
To kind of portray that, but. It was actually a real person.
Yeah, I was
at the end,
they showed the actual guy. I was like,
talking.
I'm shook.
But oh man,
it was
good movie.
Okay. The archetype for this movie was the quest, and a question that I had was that, are we gonna solely talk about the quest of Ron Stallworth trying to expose the organization? Hashtag KKK.
Right.
Or are we also talking about the quest of the minority group, the African American in the sense of their quest of gaining equality and political and social freedom from the oppressive whites, white supremacists?
What do you think?
I think it could be both, but I don't like I said, I've interpreted little towards the minority part. Of course, the movie itself, if you look at it on the surface, it's Ron Stallworth trying to expose the KKK. But in a deeper sense, I think if you could look at this archetype as the quest of the minority trying to reclaim or just claim, because they never had
because ever since
freedom,
the history,
equality. So I think trying to claim their freedom and equality in a sense.
See, for me, what I thought was, I don't think Spike Lee tried to make this movie like a really deep, but make it easy to understand that Black African Americans were suppressed and that they were the minorities, and that Ron Stallworth was indeed trying to expose the KKK, and that in itself, that was the whole archetype. As a quest, and
of course that's the main plot of the story. But the deeper meaning that I thought when the group assigned it to be a quest, I interpreted as the minority trying to. I keep repeating myself, but that's trying to reclaim.
I think if you look at a deeper sense, I think it could be.
Well, I thought that was what the group was intending. But. I don't know if that's.
I think either way,
if
either way it's interpreted, I think both is really good interpretation of what the movie's about, and we should be, or the film should be happy that it has multiple meanings of the archetype.
The acting was really good. God, the accents, accents.
Ron Stallworth
accents. That was hilarious.
Dude, at the end, it killed me when he was talking to David Duke about.
In the end.
Yeah.
He said
R.
R. Are you R? That was pretty funny. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
He just hung so. Oh my god, I died. Honestly, it's.
But do you think? I mean, I don't know, but. I felt like the accents, how they used it was a bit exaggerated.
What do you mean exaggerated?
Like it was kind of overreacting of what, let's say what the actual Southern white people, how they spoke, and how Black people spoke in the movie. The way Ron Stallworth did it was kind of, exaggerated. I don't know. I can't find a better term for it.
To me, I don't think it was exaggerated at all. I thought it was very well said and very placed right.
Like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I get how what they did, but the way they did it, like the accent itself. Like if you compare how the actual people, like members of the organization, how they spoke and their accents, and how Ron Stallworth kind of spoke, the accent is I felt like, I don't know if I just don't know the exact accents of both sides, but I felt like it was kind of different. Like Ron Stallworth sounded like he tried to be a Southern white guy. He really tried to be Southern white guy, you know. And sometimes you try really hard to do something, and it just doesn't seem.
So are you saying Flip?
Right.
Flip was doing a bad job.
No, not Flip. Like Flip, I think Flip was natural at it.
Okay.
But Ron Stallworth, you know how he kind of faked it, you know. Trying to sound like a white guy.
I saw that actually, because he did have or tried to have
like
that
way he
Southern
pronounce white.
White.
Like
he says
white. And you listen to the actual Southern white people in the Klan.
They say white.
They don't say white.
They say white.
It's a little more towards just white. Yeah. You know, but a little more H in there, but they don't have the in the, you know.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, how he did it. So I feel like he kind of exaggerated that accent, you know, and I think the point was just it was a way for Ron Stallworth to make fun of them, just like how the Southern white people try to make fun of how black people spoke. Like David Duke was mentioning that. Good point. Yeah. David Duke mentioned that, you know, I just sometimes how they speak really gets me. You know, he said their accent made him laugh. It was funny to him, but vice versa. Ron Stallworth,
the same
thing, yeah. To white people. Right? Yeah, so that's what I thought from the accent and how the dialogues
I actually really agree.
How dialogues are what.
I actually didn't catch that. I thought him saying white was like how he was raised to say it, like how he was raised to pronounce the word.
No, but he only says that when he's talking to
exactly.
on the phone.
So I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So
something like that. I thought that was pretty clever. Like that was really good. And how the movie, going to the movie part now. I thought it was really clever for them to use like real footage, like news footage in the end.
Yeah, that was actually when I first heard it, I thought it was very crazy and like just speechless about why and how and just why. Yeah. So what do you think about the ideology of this organization? Because if you look at it, Connie, she seems really pure, the wife of Felix.
Oh yeah.
She seems really pure, but then in a way she's brainwashed.
Yeah, it's that's the exact term for it, being brainwashed. Like she was raised to believe that African Americans are bad and white people are superior, like in overall African Americans, like social evolution, you know.
Yeah, I thought it was really crazy how when Philip went to the Klan at first, like they never suspected him of anything except Felix, of course.
He was so certain that he was a Jew.
Right.
Like the whole scene in the basement really had me going.
Yeah.
It was like I heard that Jewish people do something funny with their dicks.
But I was kind of
I was dead. I was like, damn.
And I thought what made me interested was that honestly, it's like you said, it's all mental. It's all brainwashed. It's all mental and like
how they were raised.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought
like they seemed good people, just that they're kind of crazy.
Yeah. No, I just thought about this, but you know that stereotype of how Jews have big nose.
Oh yeah.
And
did Philip had big nose?
Has some big ass nose. I thought that was pretty interesting too. I thought maybe that was intentional. Maybe
I just didn't know that they had a stereotype of having a big nose. I thought anybody could really have a big nose.
No, maybe it's just me when I grew up. But
I don't know.
That's like a stereotype.
I didn't get that.
Jews have big nose, but
you just told me about it.
But honestly, and then the allusion to Trump at the end.
Yeah, and current social commentary on that too. Big social commentary on racism and
politics.
Yeah, and politics. And racial inequalities was a big note here, and a bit of like authority, like cops
Authoritative.
yeah,
Okay.
was a pretty big like violence, cop violence.
Yeah, how they beat up
Yeah.
Ron just
Yeah.
because he was black. When he was
Yeah.
trying to take when he was trying to take down.
It was like a
Connie.
mix of racial inequality and
violence.
abuse of power. You know,
Yeah.
how the white cop was literally abusing the black people that who didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think especially the racism was big because this movie was taking place in 1970 and almost 40 years later, like almost same things
Exactly.
happened.
Yeah, the same issue, the same problem is going
Yeah.
on.
And this ideology
Currently.
and this social commentary is
Yeah.
of racism is we think it's kind of died down, but like there's still a deep root of hatred and
Yeah.
this ideology still instilled in people, and that it's never gonna die down.
Yep.
And that's what's really crazy for me.
It was a big shout out to that.
And it's crazy. I don't know if you've ever heard Trump talk about the Charlottesville riot thing. He never proclaimed in his first speech. He never claimed that it was like the KKK doing like the supreme
Oh yeah.
white
the white
supremacists.
supremacists.
Yeah, doing
Yeah.
it. And I thought that was crazy. And I was like, dang, this dude is actually racist and not
Yes.
proclaiming that this was a doing of the KKK. And yeah.
So we could rate this movie right now. Can we
Yeah,
rate
I
this movie right
think I gave an A, bro.
Yeah, I'll give an A too.
A.
It was very, very well made.
Yeah, I think a movie that directly hits on our common theme of like
It was able to
racism. Yeah,
it was able to make the movie interesting. Like the director was able to make the movie interesting, and a lot of viewers enjoyed it. At the same time, shouting out to the big social commentary on racism. Like it's hard to do both.
Yeah,
To make a good movie and to make a good statement about.
and it was
current
also
issue.
funny too.
It was also really funny.
So, big props to
Yeah.
Spike Lee and the writers.
He did a really, really good job
Yeah.
on trying to make a.
It's like Tarantino's film of like what was that movie we just watched recently?
Django?
Django, yeah. It was like serious, but it was it funny? I can't remember. Oh my
There
God.
were some dialogues that were pretty funny.
And
I really enjoyed the scene when actually Quentin Tarantino
Yeah.
was on the film. That was pretty funny, and
the other one was-
some Django like
Oh.
Jamie Foxx's dialogues were pretty funny. I
Yeah.
felt like there were some there that I won't say because it's explicit, but yeah, that was it was. Pretty
and
funny.
Inglourious Basterds too was like really
Yeah.
funny too. And then, like having the genre of humor and like seriousness and
Yeah. Having all the elements.
yeah
That's just good.
yeah, this movie killed it. Yeah, A for me.
Yep.
A for you. It's really
It was a
good.
good movie.
Yeah.
All right. Tune in next time for our Carpool movie review. Next one is Wolf of Wall Street.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Oh my god. It's a long movie, but
Yeah.
I gotta see it again.
I need to watch it.
I would love to see it again.
I was supposed to watch it when it first came out, but I never got to see it. But
I was
excited.
shook when I first saw the movie, and you will see why.